So today is Tuesday, October 29th, and today's agricultural fact of the day is something that you may have seen in the news more recently. We all kind of figured it was coming. McDonald's has sued JBS, Tyson Foods, Cargill, and National Beef Packing Companies for allegedly conspiring for years to limit beef supplies, boosting their profits while causing the fast food giant to pay artificially higher prices. This has been an issue for many years, and one of the most telling points where this occurred was during COVID, when grocery store shelves were empty, people were panic buying, they were putting limits on the amount of protein that any given family could buy, which I was telling my students, if you were feeding a family of 6 or more kids, that was a really scary point because you were limited on the amount of pounds of ground beef that you could purchase, if you could even find it in the grocery stores. But one thing that happened during COVID is that the producers that were actually growing the cattle, those prices were staying down. Meanwhile, the prices in the grocery store were drastically increasing. Now, I'm not sure, again, haven't had time to do the research, if it was, obviously corporate greed always plays a point in that. But the fact that, was it the grocery stores raising those prices, or was it the meat packers raising those prices, artificially inflating them because the supply was being retained? Now, as I mentioned, this is not the first time that this has occurred. This lawsuit from McDonald's follows proposed class action cases filed by cattle ranchers and beef customers against these large packing companies. New York listed Tyson has disclosed receiving requests for information on the cattle and beef packing markets in 2020 and 2021 from the U.S. Department of Justice's Antitrust Division, and nothing has been done. At least from what we see, nothing has been done. And now McDonald's has joined the party. Another part of this article, which is from farmpolicynews.illinois.edu, says that federal antitrust authorities have also investigated price rigging allegations in the poultry market. In 2021, Pilgrim's Pride, which is majority owned by Brazil-based JBS, pleaded guilty and was ordered to pay $107 million in fines over a conspiracy to fix prices for broiler chickens. There's another fact that we're going to do on broiler chickens that I'm not doing today, but it involves a large company out west that got a lot of funding and has since closed doors. I really want to do that fact right now, but I can't. In that fact that I'm referencing, that's taking every bone in my body not to do right now, involves the Pure Prairie bankruptcy that occurred in the Midwest about 2 weeks ago, but I will talk about that then. It came up on Ag Daily. I get Ag Daily alerts on my smartboard in my classroom, so anytime I see something cool pop up, I click on it and read those articles because it helps improve the knowledge that I have to then convey to my students, because they're not agriculture nerds like me, and if I don't tell them, they probably won't learn about it. What I'm going to talk about tomorrow, is another example why large-scale ag isn't always necessarily the answer, or there's definitely holes in the production system that need to be fixed. But we'll get there tomorrow.